In this video, I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction to how you can research different nonprofits and their Form 990 documents. So, as an example, here on ProPublica's Nonprofit Explorer, I'm going to search for Khan Academy. Just click Khan Academy there. And then you can see all of their tax filings for their Form 990s. So, of course, these nonprofits don't necessarily pay taxes, but these are information returns, as it says here, that can give you information on just how the nonprofit spends its money, how the nonprofit gets money, their assets, liabilities, executive compensation, and all sorts of things like that. So we're going to go ahead and click on the most recent year, click full filing, and then you can get the full text of their most recent Form 990 document. So here at the top, you'll see the name, all sorts of different information like that, what their purpose is. But I think probably if you're looking at this, what you'd be interested to see first is exactly their revenue. So on line 12, you'll be able to see their total revenue for the current year, which is 46 million. And then on line 18, you'll be able to see total expenses, which is 54 million, which shows that they're in a deficit of about 8 million. And then a little bit down here, you can see their assets, liabilities, net assets. So that's just basically the overview of their financial status. If you go down a little bit to part 7, section A, you'll see a list of people on their board, their directors, their executives, and just overall their highest paid employees. So you'll see over here at the top, Sal Khan working 40 plus 41 hours a week, getting paid $839 as sort of base compensation, and additional $34,000. So that's something like $870 roughly, which sounds very high, but I wouldn't necessarily say they're a bad nonprofit for that or financially irresponsible, because first of all, they have a lot of revenue and this is a small portion of that. Second, Sal Khan's opportunity cost working at a nonprofit is pretty high, since he would have worked in hedge funds and made millions of dollars per year. So him earning $870,000 per year, while it's pretty high, I wouldn't say it's unjustifiable. So just going on, you can see all the different salaries here for the highest paid employees. And you'll notice they have a lot more employees than this, but what this section shows you is basically their highest paid employees, and especially key employees and executives. So if you go down, that was section A. Here's section B, independent contractors. You can see just the different businesses they paid, contracted out with, or for different services. So you can see at the top, they paid this iWork Global firm $1.4 million in consulting, and a couple other down here. So the rest of this document, you're going to be able to see more of a breakdown, what exactly they're spending their money on and what that's all made up of. So you can see here, just as an example, they spent $730,000 on travel, spent $130,000 on insurance, and then you can just see their total down here again, which was up earlier too. And there's this additional data section, different supporting organizations, a lot of stuff that isn't quite as relevant, and a lot of this isn't really filled out because they might not have to. But that's essentially how you go through a Form 990. At the top, as a recap, you got the revenue, expenses, assets, liabilities. Then you go down a little bit to part 7, and you'll see executive compensation as well as independent contractors. And overall, you just can look through it to see exactly how much they're making, how much they're spending, whether that looks reasonable, and you might want to donate to a nonprofit. So hopefully you found this video interesting in case you wanted to research a nonprofit, and let me know if you have any other videos you'd like me to make on this topic.